evening and happy Friday night, the eve of the Virgo full moon. This is the Virgo Snow Moon Circle here on 3HO Foundation Facebook Live. Welcome. My name is Mary Dew and I will be the Moon Lady, your host for this evening, as we tap into the beautiful divine feminine energy of the Virgo Snow Moon. This is actually the last full moon of the winter season, and so hence the name, the Snow Moon. We've got about 3 more weeks of winter left. Believe it or not, 3 weeks from tomorrow is the spring equinox, March 20th, and that will be the first day of spring. So let's settle in for our full moon circle this evening. Just for anyone who might be new, we do these moon circles on a bi-weekly basis every couple of weeks here on the 3HO Foundation Facebook Live. And we follow the cycles of the moon. So every 2 weeks, there's either a new moon or a full moon. The moon goes around the earth on a 28-day cycle. And so at the beginning of that cycle, you've got the new moon, and then it's waxing, it's growing, it's getting bigger. 2 weeks later, you've got a full moon. And then after the full moon, it's waning, and it's getting smaller and smaller back down to that 28 days and another new moon. And so as we work with these cycles every couple of weeks, new moons are generally times to call in the new, to call in new beginnings. And the full moons are times when the veil is lifted, the moon is very bright, a lot of things are illuminated that might have been hidden, and full moons are a wonderful time to release. I actually really love to have a fire around the full moon as well. It's good to be able to release. The fire can take anything that you need to let go of and transmute it, transform it, turn it into light. So today for this full moon, I'm going to be having a fire tomorrow evening, and that's definitely something to think about. If you have a lot that you want to release, you can always write it down, you can give it to the fire and symbolically release it. And if you don't have a fireplace or a burn barrel in your yard or a fire pit, then you can always just use a candle and just imagine releasing to the candle, to the flame. So let's go ahead and get our circle started for this evening, and we'll talk more about the moon as we go, a little more detail about this Virgo Snow Moon. But first, let's go ahead and we'll call in the directions to support our circle as we open the container of our global circle this evening, and then we will tune in, and then we'll go from there. So take a deep breath wherever you are, find a comfortable seat. I'm seated here on the floor, imagining myself on the earth. Virgo is an earth sign, so we're going to really tap into the divine feminine grounding nature of the earth, Pachamama. And the Virgo energy is a divine feminine energy as well. So imagine yourself, even if you're in a chair, imagine yourself connecting with the earth, feeling the balance between the right and left sitting bones. And then go ahead and release from your sitting bones. Visualize 2 roots growing down into the earth, grounding you. Take the palms face down on the knees. If you're seated in a chair, place both feet on the earth, connecting the feet, the soles of the feet with the earth. Send roots down from those as well. Close your eyes. Roll them up to the third eye point. Take a deep inhale. Inhale deeply, and when you can't inhale anymore, exhale through the mouth, let something go, and allow yourself to ground. And allow yourself for the next 45 minutes or so to just be right here, right now, in your physical body. Another deep breath in, dropping the shoulders, lengthening the spine, rooting down through the sitting bones, through the roots, reaching up through the crown of the head. Keep inhaling through the nose. Deep breath in. And this time as you exhale, keep the length in the spine. Keep reaching up through the crown of the head, but slowly exhale through the nose. Drawing the navel in to press the breath out. And begin to feel yourself in balance, the balance between the right and left sides of the body, the front and the back of the body, the earth below and the sky above. Take another deep inhale through the nose. Really expand the belly, the ribs, the chest, the lungs. And this time as you exhale, visualize the breath coming out through the heart, clearing out the heart, releasing anything, letting go of anything you don't need, and opening up that clear and open heart space, filling it up with light. Take another deep breath in, and exhale. And stay here, stay grounded, and let's call in the directions together. Turn and face and welcome the east, the season of spring, the element of fire. The east is the void. It's where all things begin, and so we welcome the east, welcome the springtime, welcome the fire to our circle this evening, opening ourselves up to new beginnings and infinite possibilities. Turn and welcome the south, the season of summer, the element of earth, the direction of beauty, direction of the heart, direction of the container of support. And so we open the container of our circle this evening, welcoming the south, the summertime, and the earth element. Turn and face the west, the element of water, the season of autumn, the time of falling leaves. The west teaches us about letting go, releasing those things that no longer serve us, and allowing ourselves to flow divinely through life like the water element, moving smoothly through any difficult situation. Turn and welcome the north, the season of winter and the element of air. The north is the direction of knowledge and of power, vitality. We welcome the north, we welcome the winter, we welcome the element of air. In these last 3 weeks of winter, hands up, heart up, look up, and welcome Pachatata, Father Sky, to our circle this evening. We welcome this big, beautiful Virgo Snow Moon, the ally of Virgo. We thank the sky, Pachatata, Father Sky. Thank you for the inspiration and for your support of our circle this evening. Palms to the earth, and welcome Pachamama, Mother Earth, Gaia, our Earth Mother, always there to support us, always there to ground us, take away anything we don't need. Know that we are very lucky and blessed to have our Earth Mother in the circle this evening. Bring the left palm to the heart center, right palm over the top. Close your eyes, take a deep breath into the heart. Visualizing that beautiful purple flame, the sacred heart that burns within each and every one of us, recognizing that each of us are divine. Connecting our heartbeats, the heartbeat of each and every person around the globe in our circle this evening, and all those who might be watching and listening later. And we connect our heartbeat with the heartbeat of the earth. Our container is open for the Virgo Snow Moon circle. Welcome once again. And thank you for being here. Aho. Rub the palms together at the center of your chest. Maybe exhale if you need to. Let something go. Create some heat and some friction between the palms. And then press the palms together firmly, sealing them from the heels of the palms all the way to the fingertips, pressing the knuckles together. Bring the thumbs into the heart center. We'll tune in with the Kundalini tune in, the Adi mantra, followed by the Mangalacharya mantra. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. That's the Adi mantra. It is for connecting with the divine teacher within. Followed by Ad Gure Name, Jugad Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siddhi Gurudeve Name. For divine protection, the Mangalacharya mantra. Both 3 times on 3 separate breaths. Follow along. Go ahead and close your eyes. Roll them up to the third eye point. Take a deep breath into the heart. Exhale through the nose. And let's begin. The deep breath in. Om Namo Buddhaya Namo. Om Namo Buddhaya Namo. Om Namo Buddhaya Namo. 4 sniffs. Ad Gure Name. Yugad Gure Name. Sat Gure Name. Sri Gure Name. Again. Ad Gure Name. Yugad Gure Name. Sat Gure Name. Sri Gure Name. One more time. Ad Gure Name. Yugad Gure Name. Sat Gure Name. Sri Gure Name. Take a deep inhale. Keep inhaling. Expand the belly, the ribs, the chest, the lungs, the heart. Pause at the top with the breath held in. And slowly exhale. Turn the palms up on the knees, face up, in a gesture of receptivity. And keeping the eyes closed and rolled up. Pause here, breathing deeply. And just repeat to yourself 3 times, either silently or out loud. I am open to receive. I am open to receive. I am open to receive. And find yourself in this place of grounding, of balance. Find yourself breathing in and out through the nose, but visualize the breath going in and out through the heart center. Clear, open space of the heart center. Completely receptive to all the blessings and inspiration that this full moon, this Virgo Snow Moon, can bring you this evening. So the full moon actually happens overnight tonight. I'm in the Eastern time zone. So for me, it's coming up in about 8 hours or so. It's at 5:21 a.m. Eastern. So you can check and see what that converts to for you. But that happens on Saturday morning, the 27th, for me at 5:21 a.m. Eastern, this Virgo Snow Moon. And so I wanted to read to you the full moon update from the Power Path. I usually read this one a little later in the circle, but I thought today we would go ahead and start off with this, and then we'll go from there. Oh boy, did I lose my glasses again? You guys know, if you've been to the moon circles, you know that I tend to lose my glasses. Excuse me. I do see them. Always an adventure, right? It's all about going with the flow. So, thepowerpath.com is a wonderful website. Beautiful woman, my friend and teacher, Elena Stevens, is a great intuitive, and she writes these bi-weekly new moon and full moon updates, as well as a monthly forecast that, man, intuitively, they're usually spot on for me. So I invite you to check that out for yourself. It's free to be on the mailing list at thepowerpath.com. And you too can get these updates. Here's what she said about the full moon in Virgo. The theme for this full moon is dealing with change and challenge. There's a lot of force pushing forward, and we are still under the influence of the unexpected, which can either be very positive or very challenging. It is best to use this full moon to channel any emotional intensity into your future dreams and what can be improved, rather than resisting and getting stuck in a negative response to some change that is happening around you. You may experience an inner tension as your external environment is pressurized by overwhelming responsibilities and things happening too fast. It will be up to you to pull yourself back from what is pushing you and then take it a step at a time. Use Virgo as an ally to reorganize your detail, time, and resources. This is new energy that we are dealing with, and it will take a little time to anchor, balance, and align it. Don't forget your practices and take enough time for yourself, even though you may feel pressured by responsibilities. This is also a good time to sort out and rearrange priorities and do some in-house cleaning around what is not essential, what is not yours to deal with, and what no longer needs to be a part of your field. So she speaks to the aspect of Virgo that is very organized and hardworking and very creative. And so that's definitely an energy that we can tap into right now. We talked a little bit about, with our last new moon just 2 weeks ago, leading up to that as well, we've been in a very intense Aquarius energy for a while now. Ever really since there is actually a masculine sign, and it's kind of more of the yang energy that's in the front of the body. We've kind of been, and that's also the ego. We've been in the front of the body. We've been pressured. We've been moving. For a while, it felt like we were stuck, and then all of a sudden, it felt like, as of really this last new moon, the momentum really started, and now it might be moving so fast, the energy of the world right now, that it might be a little overwhelming at times. And I believe that the true call of this Virgo Snow Moon is for us to slow down. And like Lena said, take an inventory of where you're at, look around you at your environment being, where you are, what you're surrounded with, but also who you're surrounded with and what the attitude or the energy of the different people around you is bringing into your life. And as you take a look at all of those things around you, where can you simplify? Where can you make it a little bit easier on yourself? My theme and idea for this circle was the Virgo Snow Moon, Be You Now. We talked about that in the last circle as well, about finding your authentic self and stepping into your own sovereignty. And so this is all part of the process, the cleaning of house. You gotta clean house. You've got to clean and declutter all around you in order to be able to step into that sovereignty, step into owning your power. So think about that a little bit, and let's do a little grounding by getting the energy moving. So if it ever gets overwhelming, and as you're going through this process of cleaning house and clearing out the environment around you, if there's any stuck energy around you, the best way to get rid of that, to dissipate it, is to move the energy. Shake it up. So that's what we're going to do with this brief spinal series. Just follow along. We'll begin with the Sufi grind. Take a deep inhale through the nose, close the eyes, roll them up to the third eye, palms down on the knees. And begin to roll the waist in a clockwise direction. Inhale forward, exhale back. Breathing deeply. Inhale forward, exhale back. Releasing any tension you're holding in the lower back. Waking up the spine. Inhale forward, exhale back. Breathe. Mantra calls contemplation. Clear the obstacle. Inhale forward, exhale back. We're setting the foundation. We're grounding into that root chakra. Got a root in order to rise. Remember that. Breathe. Come back to center. Take a deep breath in. no need any obstacles falling away, clearing your path. Opening yourself up to your divine purpose, your divine path, and your sovereignty. Keep it going, breathe. Allowing the belly to expand as you inhale forward, draw it back to the base of the spine as you exhale back. Take a deep breath in, come back to the center, slide the hands to the ankles or the shins and begin to flex forward and back. Inhale forward, exhale back. Keep that third eye focused, so deep into the third eye. Keep the head and chin level, the shoulders in line with the hips, and just the spine arching forward, rounding back. Lead with the heart, draw the heart forward on the inhale, back on the exhale. Breathe. Breathing in and out through the nose, let yourself hear your breath. Powerful breath. Keep it going. As you move, as you breathe, visualize yourself stretching the spine from the earth to the sky. Keep it going. Move that energy, clear it out. Go. Inhale forward, exhale back. Good, take a deep breath in, sit nice and tall. Exhale. Bend at the elbows, bring the fingers to the front of the shoulder caps, thumbs to the back, and begin to twist. Inhale left, exhale right. Take it slowly, don't over twist. You're just gently warming up the spine. Head and neck are along the ride. Inhale left, exhale right. Elbows coming straight out from the shoulders. Opening up the heart. Find the rhythm in your breath. Visualize yourself removing the obstacles. Begin in front of your heart. Maybe take it to the left. Maybe take it to the right. Above, all around you. Clear the obstacles. Just close your eyes. Focus on the third eye. Clear out the energy all around you. All through your aura. Last round. Keep it going. arms out to your sides, up through your arm. Reach as you inhale, deep breath in, drop the shoulder blades. Reach up through the fingertips, through the palms out. Exhale as you sweep them back down through your arm. Turn the palms up on the knees. Coming back to that gesture of receptivity, take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, this one, sigh it out the mouth, let it go. Flip the palms over face down on the knees, back to that gesture of grounding, and pause here for a moment, noticing how you feel. You might be feeling the prana, the life force energy, moving through you like electricity, but at the same time, do you perhaps feel just a little bit more grounded? Maybe a little more balanced? Maybe centered? That was just 7 minutes, and in as little as, just a couple minutes of moving that energy around and then coming back to stillness, you can notice how you really clear it out. Clear the air all around you. And speaking of balance, I always like to draw us a card from an oracle deck for our moon circles. I usually draw a card from the Queen of the Moon Oracle. Actually, I did draw a card from the Queen of the Moon Oracle, but we actually got the same card this month that we got last month. And it was wisdom, which I thought maybe that's just a reminder that we need to reiterate the idea of wisdom and taking a closer look at wisdom, at knowledge, at what we're gaining from our experiences. But I also was inspired to draw another card just for the heck of it. And for this one, I chose the Conscious Spirit deck. I like this one a lot. And the card that I drew is Balance, number 29, Balance. And I kind of felt like this really fit with the circle this evening. So we'll go ahead and incorporate the idea of the wisdom into our circle, but we also will take a look at balance. And let me read to you just a little bit about what it says in the Conscious Spirit deck about the balance card. It says, I understand and embrace the opposing forces in life that bring about balance. It says that the yin-yang is a symbol of balance, and it represents dark and light, passive and active, feminine and masculine, contraction and expansion. Balance is not achieved by bringing about equal measures of each side to a situation, but by recognizing when it is the correct time to apply either one of these into your life. This card is asking you to look at all aspects of your relationships and situations. Ask yourself whether your response is the best choice to bring about a positive outcome. And so, with the idea of balance, and with the idea that, there needs to be light in order to be dark, and then the yin and the yang being, we talked about that being that Aquarius energy that we've been in, and that's kind of that front body, more egoic energy. The yin energy is more the back body, the feminine energy. And now that we have moved out of the sign of Aquarius with the sun, this week we moved into Pisces, and then the moon as well moving into Virgo, very feminine sign. We're surrounded suddenly after all this masculine energy. Last time we met up on that Aquarius New Moon, we had that stellium of, I believe we had 6 planets in Aquarius just a couple weeks ago. So that was that very heavy masculine, forward-driven, momentum-based kind of energy. And this newer energy of these past few days that we're stepping into now between the Virgo moon and the Pisces sun call us to more of a feminine energy. And the message that I am getting powerfully and that I've heard from a lot of the people that I follow is the idea of taking time to, take an exhale, relax, maybe lean back into that yin energy of the back body, that divine feminine. This is where we connect with grace. This is where we connect with divinity in the back body. And let's take these next 3 weeks, these last 3 weeks of winter, which is hard to believe that spring is almost here, but it is, here it comes, and 3 weeks from tomorrow, spring equinox. Can we take these next 3 weeks and really honor the season of winter and what that's all about? The idea of rest, the idea of hibernation, the idea of rejuvenation. And can we step into that energy, a softer energy, a more feminine energy? It doesn't mean that we have to be lazy or neglect any of our responsibilities. Obviously, we all have responsibilities, but like Lena mentioned in her update, not letting those responsibilities overwhelm us, allowing ourselves, no matter what responsibilities we have on our plate, to make time, take time, make time for ourselves. This is how we get to our sovereignty. This is how we are able to own our power. Sometimes it takes a step back to gain the perspective to be able to step forward into your power in the right way and in divine timing. One of the things about balance as well is that timing is important when it comes to balance. When you think about divine timing, we don't want to feel the need, if we felt stuck for a while and now we're feeling some momentum to start, you don't want to go too fast into that momentum without having a balance, because you might skew it in the complete opposite direction, if that makes sense. So take the time of rest and contemplation before you take the time of action and momentum. And see if you can find the balance between those. As we step forward and we step into these next couple of weeks, we're going to be in a more feminine energy. We've got Pisces energy for the next month that's coming. And in just a couple of weeks, 2 weeks from tonight, on Friday, March the 12th, we will have our Pisces New Moon circle. And so if you even just take these 2 weeks between these bookends of the Virgo Snow Moon and the Pisces New Moon, these next 2 weeks, to be in that divine feminine energy, can you step into the perspective of more softness around yourself? Maybe you've got some hard edges. We all have masculine and feminine aspects, and they're those different aspects and facets of ourselves are helpful in different ways as we approach projects or people or whatever it is we're doing in life. But can we take these next couple of weeks, these last few weeks of winter, to soften, to get our house in order, to clear out anything that we don't need, and also take a look at, as well as our environment and our house, it also includes our relationships, and continuing to, kind of clean those out as well, clear those out as well. Approach them with compassion, but take a really good, honest look at which relationships are supporting you in this step forward into your true, authentic self and your sovereignty, and which ones perhaps are not. And maybe do a little bit of spring cleaning in advance of spring coming, because on the equinox, just 3 weeks from tomorrow, when spring comes, we begin a whole new cycle. Spring is actually the first of the seasons, and it begins there, and it's beginning of a new astrological year with the first sign of Aries. This sign of Pisces that we're in right now is actually the last sign of the zodiac. So the winter is kind of the closing. And then, 3 weeks from now, we step into the springtime, we step into the direction of the east. As we talk about that, it correlates with the spring, with the new beginnings, and the east is the void. And sometimes you think of the void, you're like, ooh, that sounds kind of dark and scary. Well, it is exquisite emptiness, this void that we're approaching here. It's the beginning, it's from where all things spring, and it doesn't have to be scary at all. You can look at that emptiness as pure potential and opportunity for you to, step into that sovereignty, step into that authentic self, step into your highest purpose. Maybe time that out this year. You step into that on day one of the springtime and start this whole new cycle with this new astrological year, with a new season. Just think about that. And as you think about that, let's set a full moon intention for ourselves, and let's perhaps set it kind of around that. Think ahead. Think about these last 3 weeks of winter and coming ahead into the spring. Full moon being about release. What do you still need to release in order to make the space for you and to shed the weight, shed those last few layers, and bring yourself into a lightness of being that is ready to step forward into this new beginning of a new cycle, new beginning of springtime, a new opportunity to create yourself. Call upon that creative Virgo energy, allowing this Earth Angel Virgo to support you in whatever intention you set. So we'll set these intentions by bringing the left palm to the heart center. Place the right palm over the top. If your eyes are not yet closed, go ahead and close them again. Roll them up to the third eye point. Focus here. Take a deep breath into the heart. And exhale. Clearing out the heart space. Releasing any attachments. Making room for the seed of your intention to be planted on the eve of this Virgo Snow Moon. What do you need to release? What are you ready to release in order to make the space for this new beginning? In order to make the space for you to be able to freely, unapologetically, authentically step into your sovereignty. Imagine yourself as a superhero suiting up to go out and save the world, and see yourself in your most divine light. Take a deep breath in and exhale. And just feel into your body. Feel if there's any resistance within your body, within your mind, anything still holding on, any limiting beliefs that might be coming up, saying, oh, I can't do that, I'm not a superhero. No, let that go. What is it? Give it to the full moon. Give it to the Virgo Snow Moon. She will take it. She will transmute it. And she will send it right back to you, straight into your heart with the light of illumination. Deep breath in. Deep breath out, let it go. Hold that intention in your heart and know that we will be in the energy of this moon, of this full moon, for 24 hours before and 24 hours after, roughly. So if you have other intentions, other things that you need to release, and they come up either overnight while you're sleeping, tomorrow, that's totally fine. Just keep letting go, keep letting go, keep giving it to the moon. If if you can get out into the light of the moon and open your heart to the moon, even better. And if you can find a way to work with fire, just between now and maybe tomorrow evening. I'm actually doing a fire tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening for the full moon. Think about letting go. And in the name of balance, for this evening I chose, it's not so much a meditation as a celestial communication, which is actually very much a meditation. It's a moving meditation. And the mantra is Dharti Hai. It's Dadati Hai, Akasha Hai, Guru Ram Das Hai. Very simple. We'll touch the earth as we say Dadati Hai. We'll reach to the sky as we say Akasha Hai. Dadati Hai, the earth is, manifestation is. Akasha Hai, the sky is, manifestation is. And then bring the left palm to heart center, right palm over the top. Guru Ram, press the palms together, Das, at the heart center in prayer, and then Hey. Release anything that needs to clear out of your heart. And we're meeting at the center, the balance. The heart is the balance point between the lower triangle of the chakras and the upper triangle of the chakras. And it is the connection between the earth below us and the sky above, Guru Ram Das being the guru of the heart. Dadati Hai, Akasha Hai, Guru Ram Das Hai. That's it. And we'll just chant for a few minutes. Close your eyes, roll them up to the third eye point. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let's begin. Dadati Hai, Akasha Hai, Guru Ram Das Hai. 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 heart center. Place the right palm over the top, breathing straight into the heart, filling it up with light. Feel your heart, that big open space, and that balance between the earth below, the sky above, the lower chakras, the upper chakras. And the heart is also the balance between the yin energy in the back body and the yang energy in the front body. It covers all three dimensions. Breathing deeply into the heart, visualize yourself standing in your sovereignty. Chest and heart held high. Spine long. Light pouring in through your crown. And your aura lit up with light all around you. You are divine. You are sovereign. You are enough, just as you are. Perfectly imperfect in every way. Know this. Own this. Be here and breathe. And allow the sound of the bowls to ground you. For the root chakra. Breath in. And as you exhale, sigh out the mouth, let something go. Begin to wind down and close our circle by releasing the directions. Bring the palms back to the heart center, coming back to your heartbeat. Giving thanks to the divine spirit within. Thanks to that beautiful sacred heart, the purple flame. Take the palms to the earth. Give thanks to Pachamama for her support of our container this evening. Look up to the sky, lift your heart, give thanks to Father Sky, Pachatata, to the moon, to the Virgo energy. Thank Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you to the stars, to the sky above for all the inspiration. Turn and face the north, give thanks to the north. The season of winter, the element of air. Thanks to the west. The season of autumn, the element of water. Turn and face the south. Give thanks to the summertime. Thanks to the element of earth. Thanks for the support of our container. And thanks to the east, to the springtime, and to the fire. Bring the palms back to the heart center. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Rub the palms together at the heart center. Bring them into the heart center. May this Virgo Snow Moon, this beautiful full moon, bring the light of illumination to your heart, filling you up with light, filling you up with the truth of who you really are and how amazing you are and how huge your potential is beyond anything you might have ever imagined. Open up to that potential. Release any limiting beliefs, anything that holds you back. Give it to the moon. Let her take it away. Take these couple of weeks until we meet again to clean house, to peel away layers, and to really hone in on your true self and how you want to show up, stepping forward into this brand new cycle of spring that lies ahead of us. May the long-time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your way on. Guide your way on. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, fold forward at the waist. You can bring your palms, forehead, and heart to the earth if you can reach. Or time to give thanks and gratitude to Pachamama for her support, our circle. We're closing the container for this evening, but we will meet again, as I said, in 2 weeks on Friday, March the 12th, same time, 8 p.m. Eastern, right here on 3HO Foundation Facebook Live. And in the meantime, if you want to follow along with what I've got going on, you can follow me on Facebook at Mary Do Yoga, MARIDEW Yoga. That's also me on Instagram, on YouTube, and on Twitter as well. Mary Do Yoga, MARIDEW Yoga. Until we meet again, have a wonderful weekend, a wonderful full moon, and I'll see you again soon. Sat Nam, Aho, and Namaste.